tiny treasures and toys. Please subscribe.
Hello and welcome to Tiny Treasures. It's bedtime and Elmo is tired. Tonight, he is going to sleep in his Care Bear sleeping bag. How comfy. He also has the matching Care Bears pillow. Let's unzip the sleeping bag. Okay, Elmo, hop on in. It's nice and soft. Let's zip you up. Elmo usually sleeps with his baby David stuffy, but we can't find baby David. Elmo's going to sleep with the little Care Bear instead. I had a few favorite stuffed animals I would sleep with when I was a kid. I loved the glow butterfly. She had beautiful wings. And when I pushed her stomach, her face would glow and it would work like a nightlight if I was scared. Do you see her face glowing? And then there was the glow worm. He had little striped pajamas and he glowed just like the glow butterfly. And every night, my parents would read a book to me. Today, we're going to pick a book from the Little Miss collection. 36 books. 36 different personalities. Which one should we pick to read today? I'm the most like Little Miss Busy. I'm a busy mom and a creator for Tiny Treasures. That book is number 19. Look who is trying to fit in the lid of the box. Silly kitty, you are much too big to fit inside of that lid. All right, now that Kitty is done playing in the lid of the box and realizes she can't fit in it, let's pick out our book. So the books all together spell My Little Miss Library. And do you remember which number we were going to read? Number 19, which is right here. Let's see if I can get this book out. They're in pretty tight. Use my nail. Oh, I got 18 and 19. There we go. It's the right one, Little Miss Busy. And we will read this story to Elmo as he falls asleep and relaxes. Little Miss Busy loved nothing more than to be hard at work keeping herself busy as a bee. In fact, as busy as a hive of bees. Every day she would get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, wow, that is very early. I definitely don't wake up that early. Then Little Miss Busy would read a chapter from her favorite book. It was called Work is Good for You. And then she would get down to the housework. She would begin by tidying up and then sweeping and dusting and scrubbing and polishing until everything was spotless. Then she would clean her house from top to bottom and then from bottom to top just to make sure. Oh, wow. She even dusted the bread and polished the butter. She wasn't happy unless she was busy working. And she didn't rest all day long, not for a minute, not even for a second, from 3 o'clock in the morning until after midnight. Oh my goodness, I don't think she was getting enough sleep. That was until last Monday. Little Miss Busy wasn't up at 3 o'clock. She wasn't up by 6 o'clock. She wasn't even out of bed by 9 o'clock. She was ill. "Oh, calamity!" she cried. "I won't be able to do any work." She telephoned Dr. Make You Well. 5 minutes later, he was at her bedside. He asked her to put out her tongue. He examined her throat, and he looked at her hands and feet. "What you need is rest. A lot of rest," he said with a broad smile. "A lot of rest," repeated little Miss Busy to herself. "Oh, calamity!" There was a loud thump, which was the sound of little Miss Busy falling backwards onto her bed, luckily for her. On Tuesday, Mr. Strong called to see little Miss Busy. He brought her 72 eggs. Go on, count them. "There is nothing like eggs for giving you strength," said Mr. Strong. By the 72nd egg, little Miss Busy was feeling much better. That was until Mr. Strong said, "Now you must rest to get your strength up." There was a loud thump, which was the sound of little Miss Busy falling over backwards on to the bed, luckily for her. On Wednesday, Mr. Greedy came to visit. He brought an enormous bowl of food. "I always find that eating a big meal makes me feel better," said Mr. Greedy. Little Miss Busy ate the lot. She felt better than ever. That was until Mr. Greedy said, "Now you must rest and let your stomach settle." There was a loud thump, and you know what that was, don't you? That's right, little Miss Busy had fallen over backwards. On Thursday, Mr. Nonsense popped in to see little Miss Busy. He brought her an umbrella. "Hello," he said. "I hear you're not feeling well. You don't need a rest." Little Miss Busy jumped for joy right out of bed. "You need a holiday," finished Mr. Nonsense. There was a loud thump. "That's right. There, you look better already," said Mr. Nonsense, and left. By the open window, little Miss Busy picked herself up. A small smile formed on her face. Something Mr. Nonsense had said had actually made sense. She had never thought of going on a holiday before. The more she thought about it, the happier she felt. She thought of all the fun things she could do. There was the planning and organizing. There was all the shopping she would have to do. There was the packing. And she would have to learn the language and read lots of books about the place she was going to. What a lot of work! Little Miss Busy smiled happily. The following Thursday, she was awake at 3 o'clock in the morning. Everything was ready. Little Miss Busy had had one of the busiest weeks of her life, which is saying something. She had only one thing left to do, and that was to learn how to twiddle her thumbs. And there's all of the little misses. And it's time to put the book back in its place so it reads My Little Miss Library again. 19 fits after 18. And what did you learn about that story? We can be busy, but it's important not to be too busy. I make time for a lot of sleep, healthy eating habits, and of course we need trips to look forward to, even if they're little ones. Good night, Elmo, and thank you for coming to Tiny Treasures. Please subscribe to our videos. Goodbye. We sure hope you enjoyed our video today. We're here to ask our fans for some help. Did you know only 15% of our fans have subscribed to Tiny Treasures? So you can help us by pushing the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. It helps us get recognized by YouTube when we gain subscribers. That way, we can continue to make fun learning videos every single day. And for those fans who have already subscribed to our channel, a great big thank you.